Y'all know what time it is. We in the back of the van. We got an entrepreneur with us. This is Van Talk, episode number 3. The way I want to start this one is forget his name, because he's famous around Milwaukee, but we on YouTube now, so we let him introduce himself. What I want to ask is, how old are you?
Only 20.
Only 20. See, that's what I think is a very good thing about this Van Talk is, we're going to have somebody who everyone can relate to. Because if you're 45 and you're watching this, you can do what he does because you're 45. And if you're 15 and you get to be 20, you can do what he does because he's doing everything at an age that everyone has been. Now, when I was 20, I was in college doing normal kid stuff, running up student loans. This guy here is an entrepreneur. Give him a basic introduction about yourself, your name, stuff you do, Instagram, all that good shit.
Alright, shit. I'm just Lazarius Anderson, coming from Milwaukee. I just started with a brush and a paint, just wanted to make some shoes look good, and then it went from there. From starters, let me see. I always thought customs was cool, so I just wanted to just make something on my own. I started with some all white Fazos, started just spraying them, and then over time, like cause spray paint ain't something you're supposed to be doing to some leather shoes, so it just at the time it looked real good, and everybody like, oh yeah, where you get them shoes from? I'm like, shit, I did it myself. So once I started realizing that them shoes were starting to crack from the leather, because leather just it breathes and moves, like do a lot. That's what makes the creasing happen. And that's when the spray paint started to spill a lot. And that's when I realized that I need some Angeles paint. So I went over there to Angeles.
As a kid, though, let me stop you. As a kid, as a younger guy, how the hell did you figure that out, though? Just trial and error? Or would you just research? YouTube. Okay, YouTube.
I always been watching Rejuvenate with Vic. Shout out to him. I always watch his videos. He put me on all the supplies that I needed, and everything that he told me to get. To this day, I still use, and then put me on in the city.
So basically, you got free info. You got free info for YouTube. Tried it on yourself. Figured out what didn't work. It worked good for you, and then you start making money.
Yeah. All it took was some little bit of investing in yourself, and pretty much just make that shit just expand.
What was the first custom you had that popped?
I had a pair of retro 4s. I turned them. I think they was all white. There was some pure money ones. I turned them. I think white, black. I think I just added some white, black, and blue to them. And then the first day I painted them, I just couldn't wait on them, so I just hurried up and did it. I mean, they wasn't sloppy, but they had everybody turn their heads when I wore them out. And ever since then, it bangs.
Okay. I think this is a very good thing about this episode, bro, because a lot of people who will watch this are into customs. And I think that's a good thing about the Van Talk is we're mixing the sneaker culture with the pure entrepreneurship culture. So everybody is kind of familiar with the Rejuvenator, everybody kind of familiar with the customs. Can you kind of get into how you went from customs into using that and to make other business decisions? You can pull over because of the sound in the back, wherever you want to park. You use the customs to go over into another business area where it wasn't as crowded. Now, when I say as crowded, I mean people come in every day who do custom shoes. You do other things on your side that people could do, but they think just doing custom shoes is the coolest thing to do.
Right.
Show us how you took the sneaker thing and took it to another entrepreneurship idea.
I honestly took the shoe stuff and really building my name. I was doing the shoes from like 14 to like 17, and just from being around my city so much, I just seen this. It just like I just moved toward it. It's like something else that looked like it was pretty smooth. Like I invested in another thing when I moved toward the rim painting. I just was painting my rims on my truck just like back to back and just doing it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Then people just asked me who did it, and I just told them I did it myself. And I just been practicing on that, learning so much from that, and just like realizing everything I need to do just to have like a clean job. You just be on that. Yeah. Once you just do more practice and doing this shit every day, you already know what you do. I remember it was taking me like a couple hours to do something, but I'd be knocking it out in an hour and a half or just 30 minutes.
Because it's trial and error, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you already know what you need to do and what steps you need to do, and just like what type of environments you need to be in when you're just doing type of stuff that requires some concentration and calmness, you'll be good.
Yeah, and that's not the only thing you do though, too, though. You do like, you clean cars, you're like a stylist, a model.
Yeah, I moved. I just pretty much just, I just.
How did you get into the car deal, too?
For starters, my neighbor got a lot of old school cars, and I just was always the type of over the fence guy, just looking at them, polishing them, and buff them out. And it was it. After that, I just started cleaning my truck daily, and I really didn't get into the detailing until like later on in my like 19, 20 years. Did like the first car detail was like Audi A7. Then once I realized that was pretty much on, it was it after that.
Okay, so this is what I think a very good thing about these entrepreneurs that we got here in Wisconsin, and we interview Omar, just all around the world, the younger guys, is that you guys are not afraid to do anything. Just like myself, when I was starting out running Trusted Kicks, we were selling hoverboards, we were selling tickets to concerts, we was doing whatever it took, like you said, to build your name. And I think in the video before this, we talked about how much branding was important for everyone to notice that yourself is a brand. So you took from painting white G Fazo Air Force Ones to
being fly as fuck,
and then even all the way down to detailing the A7.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good thing to show that social media and branding was a very good part of what Cook took to brand, grow your brand. And like Brian always knows, is you always dead fresh.
Yeah.
What do you, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, no, you market yourself well though. Like you really do, bro. Every day on Instagram, I'll like pass by your stuff, and you're posting like 100, posts on your story, and it's good because you're putting like the before and after, and you're keeping yourself updated on there constantly. Like you're showing like the shoe shit, the fits, the everything, bro. You're always active on there, and you're proving to people that you're doing this. You're still active. You probably don't got popped this week, but like you're still like reminding them that if they need their car clean, you're showing the back.
What tips you got?
And that's all it really takes, is just a lot of promoting, just staying on top of your shit, and just keep putting that image in people's ear and like in their eyes what you do. Like as long as they keep seeing you doing something, over time people just go come and come and come. That's all I do, is just keep on promoting my stuff, getting my name out there, passing out my business cards. It just really all started about the business cards. As long as you keep on passing these out and getting your name around, everybody gonna know who you is. Like it was a point in times I was handing out business cards to people who already picked up my business cards from somewhere that I left them before. Just put them somewhere. As long as your name keep getting out there, tell people what you do, as long as you ain't afraid to open your mouth, you can meet some really cool people who can just be some regular customers in every field. Like one moment I can just be working on some shoes, and I can have somebody pull up, want to get their car detailed, or schedule an appointment, get their rims done, or anything. Like I just be having my hands in all fields.
So it's another question I got for you, Lazarius, because you are 20, and I think it's a very good point for people to know. You are 20, bro. You're doing a lot at 20. When you get my age, 31, 32, you're gonna be a genius. You're gonna be a millionaire. Where do you see yourself in 10 years, though? Like, what's your goals for the next 10 years? It's a long time, bro, so let me know. You can pie in the sky. What's your best dreams type shit?
I want to at least like just have like I just want to have everything I do in just like one set area. Like I want to just like a one-stop shop. I want people to pull up, like say what they here for, like rims. I got an area for that over there where they dropping off their shoes. We got that over in the cut. Or if they want to get they some clothes customized, or some stuff added to them.
So you customize clothes?
Yeah.
See, bro, you do. We didn't even know that.
That's what I'm saying.
How you get into that? Yeah, how you get into
it?
Oh, you get the jacket?
No, I ain't
Okay, I'm
do
about
the
to
jacket.
say.
Man,
the jeans
I ain't that cold though. No, I ain't do the jeans neither. But
What do you do? Tell us what you do.
I do my main thing is shoe refurbishing. That's my main thing always. Rim painting, car detailing, and clothes customization as well. Like I just do the simpler, just some paint spatters, some cuts, or basically just stretching and some little customizing stuff like that. Just adding some flavor to some basic jeans or anything like that. And that pretty much went it farther than I didn't think it was gonna get that far neither.
No, we was working one time, and he was gonna buy the fit. I remember it, and it didn't have enough orange on the jeans. Like, I'm gonna add like a flannel on there.
Yeah,
and he made it work, bro.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, I actually bought him from the store he was working in over at
Massimo.
Yeah,
Massimo, shout out Massimo.
Had some patches put in there in the jacket and the jeans, and it came out real nice.
He's snappy. Yeah, we'll throw some pictures.
I think that this is a very good point, Lazarius, bro. That's why I wanted to have you on the Van Talk, bro, because you are young, but you carry yourself like a grown man. And that's what I be trying to teach the young guys who come through the shop and ask us all the time questions about business, or they want to open up an LLC, or they even want to just be, some type of provide a service to someone.
I ask that a lot too, like how to just become an entrepreneur and your own businessman. As long as you just get your hand in something, like we go need forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get your hand in anything that we go need forever. Like, people always gonna want their cars clean. People always gonna want some slick black rims. People always gonna want their shoes fresh. People always gonna want add some flavor or some to their clothes or anything like that. We always gonna need like dental people or doctors. Yeah, all of them. Like just anything we gonna need forever.
I think one question I'm gonna have for you that I think kind of Well, I'm gonna make a statement first. Tell a story about myself, then I'm gonna ask you a question. So like I was talking to my boy Brian about earlier this week is, as a kid, when I was 20 your age, I made mistakes that I wish I wouldn't have made. Prime example, when I was 20, I kind of really prolonged being in college just to stay there and party. Now, there's nothing wrong with college, depending on what you're going for, but I prolonged it strictly to party. So that was a mistake I made because I paid a lot of student loans for that, and I'm paying for it now. You are 20 right now. So what do you think, something that you did maybe when you was 16 or 17, that you think you will probably change now when you look back on it? Or maybe a bigger loss you took, because we asked Omar that. What was the biggest loss you took when you was in this entrepreneurship field?
Probably didn't do some shoes good, or
I'd say like it was a point in time where I didn't really I really wasn't owning ass. Like it just was a now and then, like you still do shoes, like yeah what you need type of thing, because I didn't really know yet like if it was something I really want to put my time and patience in and stuff like that. But when I really realized like I'm gifted with these hands, so I really do a good job, so why not just get right back into it? So I'm basically saying I wish I was promoting myself as much as I do now. Back in high school days, around 16, 17, I'm pretty sure my name's be in some more different states by now.
And you could have took over school, which you probably already took over, but you just had nothing to sell.
That's part of being an entrepreneur, though. It's like, you know, you're gonna have little downfalls where you don't feel like probably not as much motivated, you know, to do something, and then then you just pick up from there. You learn from it and just keep going.
Everybody watching this is something I told Trusted Owen, because he's in high school. Wherever you're at, high school, work, wherever, you are a brand. That's what I'm telling Owen. That Lazarius didn't know he could market himself in high school because he didn't know what to market. But if you pick up on something early that you can do at the age of 12, 13, 14, do what he did. Make the business cards, get on Instagram, and let people know. Because once people know what you can do, they're going to use your service because they know you. That is the way the world works. They know that you are a person that they love or met somewhere. They find out that you can do X, Y, and Z. When X, Y, and Z is needed, 2 blunts time, then they come to you. You know what I'm saying? So guys, don't forget. Oh shit. Don't forget to make sure, if you do anything, you can clean shoes, paint rims. If you even provide a service that you can do people's homework, I know it's not a thing to sell out there, but it's things you can do for people to make a little extra money on the side to be an entrepreneur. You could be a tutor. That's what I like people to know, that it doesn't matter what age you are, it's about what you can provide to someone. That's the one good thing. So just for everybody out there now, what was one of your biggest come-ups? What was one of the biggest flips?
Like out of the things?
Anything, you know, just
project, cars, shoes.
Come-ups, fines.
Where you felt like you did, you know, the full amount of work and you got the most amount of money.
I think probably like back when I first started, like I think this is what I learned too. When you throw out deals to people too, you get a lot of more attention. I remember one day, like this was not back when I was just starting the rims. Like that day, I was charging only $60 for the whole car, and I had by like 5 that day.
And what you charge regularly? What you charge now?
$200.
That hurt.
And I think this is a good lead into, we got our store opening in Houston called Trusted Houston. People been blowing us up about the cheap prices, but that's what we doing in Houston. We selling this stuff cheap so that on the grand opening we can guarantee people find out about us. Everybody who camp out in front of the store from Friday to Monday, everybody that drive by that Westheimer Street gonna be like, what's that? Which is kind of like what you did with the $60 rims. You can do them with your hands, so you might as well do them.
Yeah.
But once you got 5 cars in the street, they tell 3 people, that's 15 people. They tell 3 people, that's 45 people. And if you just did one car that day for 200, you wouldn't have made as much, you wouldn't have had that much work, and your brand wouldn't have got out there as much.
Yeah.
And I think that's a thing that a lot of us run into just in the businesses that we all in. You know, Brian being in reselling and running his own brand, you being your own brand, myself having trusted in other brands, is that you gotta give deals.
Yeah.
Like I think sometimes you want to come out the game and be like, no, I need this, but in order that people find out what you got.
Yeah, it's good to do. Yeah, and I love throwing deals out there too, because that's all I've been about, is just about plugging. I wouldn't want to whack you, so why not just plug you? Because I wouldn't want to be getting whacked somewhere, so why not plug you on something you need? Because I know I'm gonna do a good job. Now, and anything I did for anybody, I always make sure I do it as if it was my own. Like car detailing, I clean out as if I'm cleaning mines. Painting the rims, I do it as if I'm touching up mines or something like that. Just showing love and just showing what I know how to do.
All right, Lazarius. I think this is a very good episode right here, bro, because you're 20. It's like I started. I want to let everybody know it doesn't matter how old you are. Once again, my mom is 57. No, she's 63. As a matter of fact, I'm lying. She's 64. Mom's turning 64, okay? She's not going to watch this, so we're good. We're going to have her on the van talk because last year she made $50K on eBay going to Goodwill. You see, so you can do anything you want, any age. He's 20, my mom's 67. Both of them are entrepreneurs. That's a 47-year age difference. So I want you to know, going forward, guys, comment below any ideas that you got, any business tips that you need, any questions. You can find me on Instagram at Rico.
Below.
Show Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram. No, you gotta cut that out.
Keep that.
No.
What's your Instagram?
Monzo404.
G.Souls is my main page. Shoe refurbishing, anything with shoe customizations, anything like that. Z's refurbishing on IG.
There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we will be in Houston on Labor Day. I know we've been lacking on the videos, but I'm telling you, we're gonna have a good review for the grand opening. Excuse me, soft opening, but it's gonna be bananas. I know you guys seen the Sean Witherspoons for $260. We got the OG off-whites up there for $280. We got bunch of free stuff, giveaways, raffles planned. So come on out and see us in Houston. We will be shooting van talks in Houston, and we will be having videos coming from Houston and Milwaukee. So this next season of Trusted starting this fall will be something to remember. Come see us in Houston. I'm done rambling. It's Rico signing out.
Damn, I should